Hi, good day. It's Danny, and I'm walking. Today is the 2nd of January 2023. I don't know how possible it's going to be for me to be having a daily journal. I've always made decisions, told myself I will do something, I don't do it. Always. Sometimes I'm not really consistent and it's painful. But I think I would always still do anyway. But majority of the time, so I tell myself I want to make a video every day, every week, every month. It's difficult for me to keep up, and I don't know why. So I'm gonna start this year, and I'll do everything I can, even if I don't have much of a gist to gist you guys. I'll just make a video, another video. Let me just be able to upload every single day. Okay, I said something yesterday about okay, the topic yesterday was basically about getting to live your life for people, right? And caring about what people say. It was quite a very lengthy topic. I was working out at the gym while making the video. I think the audio wasn't that good. I'll try and get a good microphone, but that was just basically me airing out my views, right? So the way these things work is like when I made those videos, I get high, get in a whole steady phase of frame of mind, not phase but frame, and get to focus on anything I'm doing. So right now I want to make this video, and I don't even know of a topic I would want to gist you guys on, and I want to also code my websites. This is the AdSense website. I want to recode it from the design the UI UX guy gave us. So this is Adobe XD. This is the design here as well. So I'm trying to code up this here, and I have the terminal open. Let me refresh this page. Okay, good. So I'm supposed to be coding this now. Let it be just the way the UI UX drew it. So that's what I'm supposed to do today. This is what it looks like on the website. I want to convert it to this. Okay, so that is my tax, and while I am walking, I'm thinking of what to gist you guys on. Well, what topic am I good at? I'm good at anything I put my head to take a plunge. I'm getting high and start focus, can achieve anything. Okay, so I'm basically good at anything. So what would I want to teach today? I would love my gist sections to be very beneficial. It should be something if anybody sits back and follow each episode to become a better version of themselves. So I wouldn't want to go to with random gist that won't add value to anyone. I mean, just about random topic that would get me viral. People love pointless things. They laugh a bit. Maybe they hear a bit. It's interesting. It's full of suspense, and but people hate learning. So I don't really want crowd. So let me just keep saying things or advise things that are very sane and reasonable, and even if I don't have a lot of people viewing it, but the few people who would, I would want a whole lot of impact to be done on their life. Okay, so I talked yesterday about not living your life for people. I think I should use today's book. This is a book that is already on my shelf here on my computer. It is Emotional Intelligence by Daniel Goleman. It actually involves you being able to control your emotion and how your emotion has its own intelligence and plays a whole lot of role in your life. I think this topic hits me differently, but let me go hit the blunt. I'm coming. Yes, okay. So let's go. Emotional intelligence, referring to how just the way we have a normal intelligence, we have emotional intelligence, which has to do with, basically it has to do with how you control your emotions. Humans are emotional beings. Why I'm saying this, I would want to be coding so it doesn't look like I'm just making this video alone. So the video will be quite too long because I'm walking and talking. Okay, freestyle. Behind us is gonna kick in. You're gonna see a whole lot of adult people. You give out the best when you're high, right? Just make sure you do it moderately. Okay, I'm currently working on the website, and I'm here at okay, this department. Okay, so I didn't apply this one yesterday. Okay, good. I didn't save it when I modified it. Okay, I didn't save it. So emotional intelligence. I really got to understand that humans are emotional beings, and one of the biggest reasons you will be successful is if you're able to control certain emotion. Let us assume, or um, let us assess certain realistic scenarios. Now, one of the major reasons why no people don't have money is because they use less their money, right? So, what gives them that impulse to spend carefully? Emotion. One of the biggest reasons people are in jail, they do things out of anger, and what gives them those emotion. Now, if you're able to control the way you feel, you'll be able to control how you would act. Feelings are what influences your thoughts, your mentality. If you're happy right now, you have a huge money just created into your account, you're going to start having some kind of thoughts. You're going to start feeling and you're feeling some kind of way. You start processing some kind of thoughts. You start living some kind of life. So basically, the way you feel controls the way your body works. And this is simply why I keep telling people I choose my peace of mind more than anything, because I really learned that emotion plays a big role. Now, emotional intelligence is the ability to be able to control your emotion, using your logic to control your emotion. It is when you become so powerful that people can no longer puppet you around, right? So some people, they think they're very smart. Yes, they have all the brain power, good. They have a high GP, first class, everything is good. But they actually puppet with how smart they are on book or on certificate, or how whatever they know academically. They have a zero emotional intelligence. You can manipulate them into doing things. You can fool them with how smart they are using intelligence. The moment you get them upset, they're overreacting, they're saying things they shouldn't say, they're doing things they shouldn't do. And with how smart they are, maybe they know they're not supposed to do this, they do this. This could make them go to jail, or this could be an issue with them. Just because you hurt their ego or got them upset, they would forget about logic for a few minutes, and then they will do something that they might regret for the rest of their life. Now, emotional intelligence is being able to control your emotions with logic, and not letting anything from the outward part, affect you. It is more like back then in social engineering when we learned how to hack. Someone would bring up a phone and cry, play a video. Let me show you. Let me give you a scene. Someone calls up Apple or whatever company and does something like this.
My name is Christine. I live in Jersey City, New Jersey, and I went from working in.
Let me on my Oraimo Sound Pro.
Power on.
Okay. Now let me show you what someone does and what someone would do then. No, not this one. Baby crying sound. Let me show you something. Now you have a baby crying. Now they manipulate the emotion of, let's say for instance, you are trying to manipulate him. Okay, let me assume right now I'm trying to assess. I'm trying to. Okay. The scene I saw this on was a movie, and they have actually used stuff like this to give us a lot of experience, or as experience teachings in ethical hacking. Now, someone calls Apple, for instance, claims they're trying to log into their device. My husband is not around. I just got a call from my husband. Okay, yeah, this was exactly what happened. She said, I just got a call from my husband. He had a car accident. I want to forward. I want to log into his computer and check the insurance. I did the insurance policy and forward the insurance policy to the hospital, right? So her husband just got into an accident. She's been called. She wants to forward the insurance stuff, but she can't access his computer. And now she's trying to call Apple to know if Apple could help her unlock the computer or come with a security code. I think this particular attack took a whole lot, because in ethical hacking we learned that the biggest vulnerability is human vulnerability. So being able to manipulate human beings, which we're coming to the topic again, emotional intelligence, how you're able to manipulate people's emotion and use the emotion against them, right? But now we're reading this book to learn how to safeguard our emotions, how to intelligently use logic to guide our emotions, and not how to just react over things emotionally. So now she played something like this, and now on the phone with Apple, she was like, my husband is, yeah, hello, Apple, blah blah blah. Yeah, my baby is crying. Yeah, I just called my husband. I can't reach him. Oh, baby, sorry. Oh my God. Please help me get this password. I need to get this password. My husband, I need to forward the insurance policy right now to the hospital. And at the movie scene, which this particular stuff actually played a whole lot in real life, and it worked. The technician helped to help this wife, alleged wife, who happens to be in a tight position when the child is crying. They feel, oh, she's going through a lot, emotion of compassion, and oh, she's going through a lot, the baby is crying, oh, let me just help her and reset. I mean, someone like this will be crying with the baby in the background. This has to be serious. Husband has to be in an accident. I know I'm going to be smart. I'm being told to be a customer care rep for Apple. I'm supposed to not share confidential information, but I mean, I feel, man, what if this is true? What if this is true and this man is in hospital and the compassion comes in, beats down the logic, and the emotion wins and divulge information to someone else's computer. Apple gets sued for a breach of contract, their staff negligence, and you get to see the assess the whole scenario, and you discover that one person there had a very low EQ, which is emotional intelligence, and that person was played, right? And that's why I said emotional intelligence, it's basically you being able to control the way you feel, because the way you feel controls your whole attitude. So you basically learn how to use logic to control your emotion, and yeah, your emotion now controls your thoughts. But funny enough, it is something that actually goes both ways. So if you condition your thoughts and then you consume some certain kind of media, like someone like me, for instance, people often tell me that I'm emotionless or I'm becoming emotionless because I get to look at how I feel, and I discover that how you feel or consenting to your feeling is majorly, or should I say majorly, the major reason why people are not really achieving their dreams. Now, you think people know the best for themselves. Yes, logically, your brain, your logic knows the best for you. This is why I like hitting up a blunt. It ups up your logic, but your emotions doesn't know the best for you. So this is simply why, even if somebody is treating you so bad, so somebody is hurting you, you're still staying with that same person. You should actually leave that person. Your emotion doesn't have sense on its own. Like, your emotion wants you to stay there, being beat every day. Now you feel something is a scam, your eyes is showing you, but your greed wants you to be there. So it defeats your whole logic. It keeps you there. Oh, someone is trying to dare you right now. She's a lady, she's talking carefully, but if you beat a woman here in the US and you damage her with the way she's talking, you go to jail. But then your emotion wins, and then you swing her a blow. Now you get to see that the emotion basically doesn't know the best thing for you. It will just tell you to do whatever it feels like it. And the moment you keep considering to your feelings, you're not going to achieve anything. Now, the impulse of gambling, you want to gamble, you want to keep gambling. No, I must win. No, they're not going to chop my money like this. I don't did this bet and just substance money. No, I must get my money back. And then the more you're still staying there, you're defeating logic that is really showing that the odds are against you. You have to step back to check if you have an edge against this house, against this betting platform. But no, you don't. Your emotion keeps you there for hours till you go home broke and then you want to commit suicide, which is the emotion of depression. Now, Daniel Goleman got to make us understand that you being able to control your emotion gives you somewhat of a success. Like I tell people, no matter how smart you are, right? No matter how much you think you have, you can lose it all if you have your emotions playing against you, right? If you get so fully fall in love stupidly, you will your whole property to someone. Like, if you're very stupid, you make the wrong decision because you feel so, your emotions can be the end of you. Now imagine you're able to control your emotion with the only thing that wants the best for you, which is logic. Now, the bad thing about logic, like, which is also what I tell people when it comes to emotion, because right now I'm talking about how to make your emotion, how to be ahead of your emotion, how to control your emotion with logic. So your logic has to be in the right frame in order for it to control your emotion. Okay. Now, why most people when they hit the blunt, they misbehave, they say shit, is because they have not gotten their logic fixed. Right, you fix up your logic, you shape your logic, you hit the blunt, you use that logic to start shaping the way you think your life, and then you shape your emotion and you shape a whole lot of well-being for yourself. I'm going to explain exactly how I am able to shape my logic. Firstly, the media you consume plays a whole lot of roles. For instance, there were points in my life when I was a fan of Sherlock Holmes. I love the fact he would deduct things, he takes time to carefully analyze things, check 360, and I fell in love with that character in that movie. Now, I started learning how to look at things twice, or I would always want to look at things twice because of the perception I have, and I want to be like this character in this movie. So I started becoming extremely smart. Now, whenever I hit a blunt or whenever I get high on anything, then it's because I have this on my logic already. Now, logic, it's a whole big game. I need to talk about logic on a whole different video. Maybe that will be tomorrow gist. But now, the thing is, logic is basically what you have engraved. Logic involves what you know that is right and wrong. Right and wrong has nothing to do with emotion. What you know is black and white. Now, these are logic, right? Now, emotion, it's feeling, so it doesn't really go precisely with what is presented, which is fact. Logic is facts. Logic is right and wrong, black and white. Emotion is it's feeling. It could be anything. It's not stable. It could be it's getting mood swing. It's getting the whole lot of things. Now, logic or building your logic involves you acquiring a whole lot of knowledge and refining your media, which is what you're watching. Now, when you start refining what you pay attention to, like someone like me, I pay attention to books from wealthy people. I pay attention to smart, intelligent deductions. I pay attention to psychological books. I pay attention to, certain kind of media. Now, it has built my logic. It's more like AI on a computer. It's more like a sense. It has built me to be able to understand certain things, right? And now, when I now hit the blunt, or one thing I like about the blunt is it helps activate two things: your logic or your emotion, but majorly your logic for people like me. Now, when most people hit the blunt, it helps them, it activates their emotion, which is whatever they've been thinking of. Now, when it comes to emotional intelligence or how to control your emotion, you're supposed to base your actions from logic, not from your emotion. So your emotion is EQ, your intelligence, which is just your logic, is IQ, right? Now, if your IQ is low, it cannot. Okay, I don't know how to really deeply explain this, but I'll take a time, right? Now, I think right now I'm doing a whole lot of video. Maybe I'll take a whole lot of time tomorrow to plan this topic on logic, emotional intelligence, and how you can actually build each of them and what the blunt does in the middle. Now, for now, I want you to know that today, if there's anything you should really learn how to do right now, it's to start letting your emotions play a lesser role. Now, it is not something I will tell you, like most teachers will come in, most speakers will come in and tell you do this, but if it was easy to do, you'd have done it, right? If it was easy to just work with your logic and not work with your emotion, you won't be in that relationship that you are, because you obviously know that place is bad and you're still there. You've not just built the strength where the logic starts making the actions, instead of the emotions, and so you're still stuck. So whether you listen to 1,001 speakers, it doesn't change a thing. But I will help you fix that tomorrow. On tomorrow gist, I'll teach you on how you can give your logic the best power of yourself, so you no longer use how you feel, or how you feel plays a lesser risk. In fact, the only time I want to ever bring my emotion is to try to see how the other person will feel. So basically, I'm a logic person. I want to use my brain and calculate. I want to calculatively make every single decision I'm making. The only time I would ever bring an emotion is if I want to act like a human being, because logic doesn't really know how you feel. Logic is like AI. The way AI doesn't know how you feel. So, however, AI is not a human being, it doesn't react to emotion. So, however, when you bring in your emotion, like when I bring in my emotion, if I want to learn how to react or how a human being would feel, that's when I bring my own emotion. So I'm going to teach you tomorrow how I've been able to think or make most of my decisions directly from logic instead of emotion, and how I bring only emotion when it's going to be very beneficial. So, but for now, keep it in mind that you make decisions majorly from your emotion,